Welcome to Kusli Cafe. I'm Nina Kozłowska.
And I'm Dariella Scavino. And today we're going to share our stories about our new Norwegian and Nordic family.
Yes. So, Dariella, tell me your first impression on your new Norwegian family.
Yes, for those who haven't heard our podcast before, I come from Peru, Argentina and Italy. It's a mix. And I married a Norwegian husband, and he's from here, and all his ancestors have been from this land, from the north of Norway. And I know because I love genealogy. What was it? Well, I made a family tree.
Yeah.
And I know that my new family comes from Norway for a long time. Yes. So my first impression, the first person I met in his family was his youngest sister. I met her in one of my last trips to Norway because I used to come, not for work, just for pleasure. And it was a very, very good experience. It was very different from my experience before in Latin American families. And I'm going to explain why. She was smiling. She was so open to get to know me with a lot of interest, genuine interest. And I love that I felt very comfortable. I didn't feel judged, and I felt welcome, really welcome. So in Latin America, our sisters-in-law, we sisters-in-law, because I'm also, we are in general a little more jealous. We are a little more critic, and we want to, like, first when you come to a family, you need not to, you don't go through tests, but almost. So we are analyzing who's this lady new in the family, and I didn't feel with her that at all, and think it has a lot to do with local culture. Well, people respect so much your life, what you do. You can do whatever you want, so you are not judging uh, another person
At least
from the
not showing
start.
that.
At least you know how to hide it. Ah, maybe it's that.
Yeah.
No, it's been years, so now I know her. So I know she was actually a genuine, open person, and that was my first contact with my new Norwegian family before getting married, of course. So I have a very good first impression. And also, as I married the boy and he's the youngest sister, it's like I can see the dynamics between them. And it was also a very good way to get to know him a little better.
Mm-hmm. What did you find out?
Yeah, how the respect between siblings, the way they treat each other, because the way you treat your parents and your siblings is a lot how you behave in every relationship in your life. And that speaks a lot about values, personal values. And for me, I share those values. I share openness, I share respect, and that was a plus in our relationship. That was a starting. Yeah, was a
What
starting.
about
And
what about your husband's parents?
oh, they are lovely. They are lovely, really. I met them. They live far. They live in the north. My husband's family come from Helgeland, so they have to drive 14 hours by car to reach here, the south of the country. And they have been raised, my husband's siblings and his father, in a farm. So it's a different lifestyle than the one that I had. There's a different pace of life. So I like the contrast that we have. And they are also very open and lovely. And they are very warm. You know, for us Latin, every time we speak about Nordic, we say, oh, it's cold people. But then once you get to know them a little better, then you see that the coldness, which is that perception of not hugging and kissing and being so touchy, you see that it's actually a huge heart and you feel loved. And I really liked my parents in law. I think I'm very lucky because I have to share something, and it's about the dynamics and the contrast between a Latin culture like mine. Like, we are very stick together. We love family, be together, but at the same time, we can overstep sometimes. Now we can tell you or what to do or how you are doing it. And sometimes you put a distance with your parents or your uncles or someone in your family because you feel, oh, this is too much. I need to do things the way I think work, and I don't need any, any praise, any uh, lecture about how should I be doing it. And it's a reflection, I think, in Norwegian culture that they never overstep or tell you what to do. That's my experience. I cannot speak on behalf of all Norwegian families. It's mine. It's only mine. And they never want to lecture me that things should be done like this because here in Norway we do it like this and that is all. No, that has never happened. So I feel really blessed because I'm the kind of person that likes to learn and do the things her way. And it's lovely to, and it's amazing when they come. I really miss them. I wish they could come more often. Yeah, and they are always so supportive and so sweet and caring with Lara. My mother-in-law, she was a school teacher, so she's also. I love the interaction, the way she plays and she teaches things to Lara. It's amazing.
Yeah, so it sounds like your Norwegian family is very warm. I also have a similar experience. I haven't married a Norwegian, but my sister did. So I also have maybe more distant, but still I'm somehow in this family. And my observation is also, as I said in a previous episode, I think about, or 2 episodes before, about Björn, that my sister's husband, he's very warm, he's very like huggable. He likes to hug people. That is usually maybe not so popular here in Norway. He's got a Danish background. His parents are Danish but live in Norway. And I would also say that they are very nice, welcoming, friendly. There's like yeah, as you said, maybe no judging, at least to me. So I felt that I was also welcomed to this family as Ada, as my sister. So. And that is also my experience, that I wouldn't say that that Norwegians or Nordic people are so cold and distant, especially that I met them a few years before I moved here. So I didn't have more experiences in some relationships here before that. So then that was like first time that this cold Nordic person stereotype broke in my head. So I think that was good. And since then I was thinking that that yeah, it's just a stereotype. I would say from like observation, also just general, that yeah, maybe there is like less touching in the society. But yeah, when you know someone and when they are closer, then of course hugging and such is very visible and acceptable, or even desired.
Yeah. The truth is that you don't see people in Norway hugging so much or kissing. That's actually no
Yeah.
kiss, because I always try to kiss and I kiss. I'm the one kissing. They put me the cheek. And I'm not talking about my family. I'm talking about everyone.
Exactly.
Nina, I have a question for you. Do you feel that you have incorporated some Norwegian tradition? Like you and your husband, you come from Poland with Polish parents. Do you feel that in your family, your home, you have something that you can say, okay, this I have added from here, from Norway?
I didn't really think about that. um, I mean, there's some food that we started to eat here, but I'm not gonna talk a lot about it because we're gonna have an episode about food. So
Yes. A special
but
episode just because it's a big topic, food. So we need a special episode.
yeah. I mean, as we talked a lot about winter sports, then I think we also this is our Norwegian thing. For example, cross country skiing that I haven't been doing a lot in Poland, and as more or less a cultural. I don't know. I think we have a Polish home, and also that. It's Polish in a way also that guests are always welcome, that we always, if someone visits, we would like cook some food and make everything, like try to make them happy. And this is not a thing. Our yeah, in some Norwegian homes, you can't really come without a notice. That depends, of course, as you said last time, on the regions maybe, but it's not a common thing. And I've been told by one Norwegian person that I know your Slavic hospitality. And I've been like, yeah, this is a thing. So it's like you will get a lot of food and drinks and everything, and then maybe you will also get something to go, like some food that you can bring with yourself to your home. And this hospitality is a very strong quality or feature of Polish people. So I'm very proud of it and I cultivate it. So I don't want to become a Norwegian in that sense because that's not how I was raised. But what I really like from like seeing on the street at least, that here people are very friendly towards kids, but they don't touch them. So they would maybe say something nice, smile, talk to the child, but they would never touch them. And in Poland or some other countries, when we were on vacation, people would like touch our son on the head or on the face or something, or a
Yeah.
hug, and it's like, please don't do that. Or give him some sweets like chocolate or something in the restaurant. And we're like, no. He was like around 2, and of course, he gets some sweets now and then, but again, shh. But it was I mean, we decide when it happens. And then it was just this guy in the restaurant trying to be nice. It was in Madeira. He wanted just to cheer Felix up or something, be nice, and gave him some chocolate bar. And we were like, oh my God, you don't do that. So I like when we talk about social distance, I like that people are nice and friendly here, but not touchy towards strangers, especially kids. But of course, it has some downside, like Norwegians are very good at the chit chat, like being nice, but yeah, maybe they are not gonna become your friends, that we talk about in the episode about friends.
Yes.
Do you have similar impressions?
Yes, I really like that the way they treat children, and it's a common all around. Everyone would be so nice, respectful with the child, but wouldn't approach because they are really taking care of how the child feels, and they wouldn't make him feel uncomfortable. And in Latin culture, it's the same. that they would approach up to touch the child. Even the child is like looking at, he doesn't want you to touch. And who are you?
Mm-hmm.
You're a stranger. But
Exactly.
yes, it's find our own balance. And that's also why I was asking you, what are you taking from Norwegian culture? Because at the end, in our homes, we make our own culture because we are foreigners in a country. So very little things are gonna come from Norwegian culture, and some are completely new. No, because we can choose the good, the best from the two worlds or the three worlds, depending where you have lived before. And I think that is nice that with my partner we can choose. But I'm not going to talk about food, but there is a lot about food that is new for him. For him. um, and also create our new traditions. And something that I miss and I would like a little more is to the family meetings. That was every
Mm-hmm.
week for me. Every Sunday, I would go to my grandma's until she passed away to have a lunch with her and some uncle or aunt or cousins. And is that going back home, that lovely sensation to be around yours? Uh, that, yes, it's yours. Your family is yours. And I miss that here because he has two sisters and I have nephews, but they live an hour away from where I am. So we don't see sometimes every month. So that's something I miss from back home, and that's why I'm always telling my parents-in-law, "When are you coming? When are you coming?" I love that they come.
Yeah, and that's also a part of being an immigrant, to be far away from your family. I am very lucky to be close with my sister, to live now in one city. It's for the first time in 16 years that we live in the same city. So actually, for me, immigration to Norway meant being closer to my closest family, but of course there are parents and some grandparents and other more distant family that I also miss. Um, and it is a challenge to also to raise a child far away from their grandparents, not to mention not to have this help from grandparents on a daily basis. So we would have these visits every few months for a week or two, or just 4 days. That depends how much time there is. And then it's much more intense this time that we spend together and that grandparents spend with Felix. It's like a lot is happening, but sometimes it breaks my heart when Felix says, I want to go to grandma, I want to visit grandma, or I want to go skiing with grandpa. And you can do that like that. You have to plan it some months in advance.
Mm.
So yeah, it is a
Yes,
challenge.
it is. It is one of the biggest challenge when you are abroad to be far from your family. We make video calls once a week. It's an appointment. It's actually today with my mother and my aunt, and my daughter speaks with her. And my daughter is fluent in Spanish, also in Norwegian. So
That's so great.
we have nurtured that she has both cultures. So she's Latin and speaks Spanish, and she's Norwegian and speaks perfect Norwegian, perfect toddler Norwegian, of course.
Hmm. So
And
she's
is
Nordic Latino.
Nordic Latina from both. And once a year, we go to Argentina or Peru, where my family is, and also to Spain, where my siblings are. And she spends time with the cousins and her mother. It's very important because it actually affects a lot your sense of identity. No, it's I experience it in my own life. I know it by myself. I mean, I was born in Peru, but moved to Argentina when I was 2. And then I lived a couple of years in Brazil, then gone back to Buenos Aires. And then I moved to Peru when I was 22. And I know how it can affect the way you see yourself, how you are close, interact, and how do you feel your family. Because you come from your parents, and also you come from a country. And that's something I work a lot in therapy with immigrants. It's the connection where you come from, because many times something is broken there. Because for good, I will just go to a new place, and then we don't look back, but not look back in time, just to the other place who saw you be born, who raised you, who nurtured you, where your parents come from. And it affects a lot this migration grief, no, the migratory mourning, it's called, when you are far away from your family and you detach in a way that you don't feel in peace with it. So I think it's very important for me to, not just as a person, but as a therapist, that's my daughter. She really has a good connection with her ancestors, with her roots. And I can see that she enjoys it so much. Well, who doesn't enjoy grandparents, And so it's important that the connection is there. We can live here
Yeah,
in
of
Norway,
course.
but the connection with your Latin roots is there. It's in the food, but we're not going to talk about it. It's in many things.
Yeah, it's amazing how you at home you combine this very warm, I would even say hot culture, and this quite cold culture, because like for us this neither the weather or the society is not so different. I would say this biggest difference is in hospitality, but on the street it pretty much looks the same. Like you wouldn't see a difference. But yeah, this is amazing. And I think that of course it's like also immigration doesn't mean that we came here and we just want to be Norwegians, that we will eat what they eat, speak perfect language and like the only language, think as we are Norwegians. This is not we. I will always be Polish. I think I would never think I've became Norwegians. Of course, skiing makes it easier, but then again, yeah, it's important to have this identity, and for sure we are also gonna build this and continue building this identity in Felix, and it's I think maybe easier in a way that he can think. I think right now it's easy for him to understand that it's a Polish home, and we speak Polish here, and then there is outside world around that is Norway, speak Norwegian, and people are mostly Norwegians. And then there is also Poland somewhere on the map. I bought him an Europe atlas to show him that we live here in Norway, grandparents are here in Poland, and where in Poland, and to help him understand how does it
Yes.
work, where are they, why aren't they here, because he asks sometimes, or he asks, let's go to grandma. I'm like, no, it's not that easy. So that is right, that what you said, and I completely agree.
Yeah, and for Felix, it's very natural the way it is, because she has grown in your home with your language and your traditions and the dynamics seeing grandma from now and then. So he may see sometime that other kids pick up by the grandma, but not much more than that. He can see that there are different realities and different kinds of interaction, and I think that is very important. And also the way you explain him how things are actually making him to feel that I'm important, and my mother and my father are taking very well care of me. No, yeah,
Thank you
and
for that.
Yes, and it's I think migrations had happened all through history. I mean, we all come from, as we know, Africa, and then came evolution, and evolution depends on migration. So it's not just to arrive to a place that is supposed to be better in something, maybe less violence or more money, but also is what we bring with us. And I think with foreigners, when we migrate, we also take good things from our culture. And the place where we go, it's gonna change slowly, no? It's not gonna become or Latin America or Poland. No, what I mean is that there are little seeds that you bring in order to make the place with wider opportunities and visions, and that's what can allow us to evolve. No, we move to another place, and our biology evolves in order to
Mm-hmm.
adapt. Also, our mind. Also, we can open our mind. Like I think we as be moving away, we grow immensely in terms of the opportunities and the ideas, but also the place where we go. I don't want to say we have the commitment or the task, but we also should plant some seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Things of virtue that we think is good.
Yes, I think that we speak very well about Norway in this podcast. We usually share positive feelings, and but of course, it's not that it is the perfect country. We live here for some reasons, and all immigrants, everyone has their own reason. As you said, it can be money. For it can be, I don't know, clean air, or some other aspects, or family, or just I don't know, skiing. But of course, it's not perfect, and I think it needs some adjustment. So we can definitely, I think, immigrants enrich Norway in so many ways, like bringing better food, or hospitality, or hugging, yeah, I think there's a lot that we can share, and bring in to the society, and meeting other cultures, people with so diverse background. um, we don't want just everyone to be like pretending to become Norwegian or something. Yeah, I really enjoy this, being authentic, being proud of where I come from, and being like, I'm this, warm Polish person, and friendly.
Friendly, very
Yeah.
friendly.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I've been in Krakow once. I don't know Polish that good, but I know you and I know your friends. But maybe that's biased. I have to go to Poland.
Yeah, you need to
The
meet
good
more Polish people to see
Moped.
if I'm the stereotypical one or not.
Yes.
I'm sure that I drink less alcohol than stereotypical Polish person.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yes.
as you said, Poland is not that far, so I can come visit. Flights are the cheapest flight out to leave Norway, let's say, for a trip. It's Poland because Polish. I think Polish is the immigrant number one in terms of
Mm-hmm.
nationality.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yeah, that's a good thing for you. I have it harder. My mother is coming soon to visit, and I always look for the best ticket prices. And I have a full disclosure: it was over $2,000 just to come. it is,
Yeah.
it is not cheap,
Yeah, when
but
I look for flights to Kraków, and if it's more than 200 krona, I say, ooh, expensive.
oh wow, yes, huge difference. Yes, and
Mm.
we love the messages and see also others histories, because we are bringing Polish history, Latin history. Let's hear from you who are coming from Asia, from India, from Philippines, Vietnam. That's far. And after the pandemic, all the tickets have a double price. So tickets to Thailand are not that cheap as they used to be. And well, and also how much you bring from your culture and how is to adapt to a new family in Norway with such a different contrast culture. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think we have shared some stories.
Yeah. Thank you for today. We are open to your stories and messages and feedback. And we'll be glad to share more insights and personal stories as always in the new episodes. You can also write if you have any ideas of what we should talk about, because there's so many aspects and that we haven't even started yet. So that's great. And of course, check our YouTube channel and Instagram. Let's be in touch.
Ha det bra!
Ha det bra!